Hello, everyone. I thought it would be fun to just share what you deal with every day with a cochlear implant. And thank goodness it's not much. It's really simple to care for it. Um, so I'm going to show you the parts. This is a N8, and you know that here's the microphone right on top here. That's the microphone. It has a lip back here. See the lip? That's where you just kind of pop it off. So it's not a big deal. Before before they had changed it to these tiny dots we had to put in the microphone, so nobody could do it. Not even the audiologist. I'm going to pop this off. I've never taken it off before, so it's a little stiff. There we go. So you just pop it off from that little lip. Yeah. So there's a lip there. There we go. And so it's really easy to pop off, and that's what you see. You know, those are the microphones, and this is the protector. So it's not a big deal. I can just snap this on. I tell people that this is like Lego, like Lego. The parts just snap on. Maybe it's a little cheap. I don't know. Uh-oh. I got something in there. It's got a little dirty. So what I do when it has some dirt in there or whatever, this is a eyeglass type cloth. It's very soft and no hairs. So I just wipe it off there. Make sure it's all clean. No dirt. I do that maybe every other month. Yeah, it had a little dirt in there, so. Yeah. So that's what I do for cleaning it, just on top there. Sometimes a little dirt can get in there. Just make sure that. And for us gals, we need to be careful with hairspray and that kind of stuff. Or the guys with oils that they put in their hair. Yeah, so I'm just going to snap this back on. There we go. All right. So that's the top part of the N8. Oh. Battery went underneath my computer. There we go. I also wipe it off, outside and inside. So again, the concept is kind of like a Lego. And so you want to look for, there's a little line there in the back. You see it? So that needs to face you. Needs to face you, and then you kind of put it in a crooked way. So the line that you saw there needs to face inside the. Okay, I know how to do this. I do this every day, folks. Take out the other one. So, yeah. So I can take a look at this. See what direction it's in. Okay, so I have to push it all the way. All right. So as you can see, I have Huggies on there, and just so they don't fall off when I'm putting on my jacket or when someone's hugging me. So, And this pops off really easy. And I think I've showed this before. And this just comes off really easy, and I can put it back on. So again, it's like a Lego. So shouldn't be afraid of this. Shouldn't be afraid of it. It's just, and then this, and this. And just put this on like a Lego, and it goes back on really easy. So this is an N7, but the shape of it and the parts are the same. So, and again, I use this Huggy so it doesn't pop off or go flying off somewhere. So does this come off? This comes off. Here's the magnet, that round circle there in the middle, that's a magnet. And on the other side, you see it. And that's what connects to the internal portion of it. So again, what you're going to be dealing with every day is just the battery. So you just take it off, and then you put it back in. Easy. Now I have to look at this piece and see what I moved. Okay. I see what I did. Yeah, I guess I can't get the battery back on the other one. Now, you really can't wear your processor until the surgery piece is healed. They're doing it really quick now. It used to be that you had to wait a month or a little bit more, but sometimes they're waiting, just weeks, like 2 weeks or something. But, it's up to you, really. If it feels okay, you don't want to irritate it. You don't want it to get swollen. You want to make sure that it feels okay. And use it only short periods of time so that the skin area, heals. But basically, let me fix my other one here. Yeah, I made a mess here. Okay, there we go. I think I can do it now. There we go. Okay. So there's a very small locking mechanism in there that if you push it one way or the other, it locks it or unlocks it. So because I'm not a child, I keep it unlocked. All right, I'm putting this back on. Oh, it's not going to work because I took this off. So really what you're going to be dealing with every day is the battery and the processor, because you're going to be changing the batteries every day or every other day. If you use disposable batteries, those last 3 days, 3.5 days. So just in case you're traveling or something, I keep those around. Like I'll be traveling in April, so I'll probably use the disposable battery so that I don't have to worry about, hooking everything up, as soon as I get there. But this is the charger that charges the battery, and you put the battery in just the same as you would, the processor. So this is for those who have Cochlear America. So it's just really simple, and it has a cord that goes with it, the size of the cords you use with your phones. And that's it. It's really simple. Every evening is what I do. Every evening I change my batteries because I don't want for the batteries to run out during the day or in the morning when I'm busy. So I make sure I change my batteries, in the evenings. So if it goes out, it's in the evening, and who cares? I'm already in bed. So here's the battery, and you just put it in there. That's what it looks like. So, yeah. So then it charges. These batteries for the N8 charge very fast. The other ones take quite a few hours. But this one is charging less than an hour, so it's really fast. But the batteries, I also kind of wipe them down a little bit just to make sure they don't have any dust or debris on them. So, I just the same cloth, a cloth with no No fuzzies. You don't want any fuzzies. This one was charging, so there we go. I'm gonna just quickly take off so when I'm taking it off, you just, the microphone, just take this off. And there's a little lip there. If you can see it. There's the lip. So I'm just gonna pop this off. There's a little debris there. It's not on the microphones, it's just on the edge. Now on the N7, the painting, the fancy silver, really wasn't painted on there very well, so it came off after a few months. So, I mean, Cochlear America knew that, so they did something different with the N8, which is good. You don't want paint falling off. N7. But I wipe it down nevertheless to make sure there's no debris in there. And, you know, be careful with your hairspray or oils. You can do that with the processor off. And again, I just, I wipe things down with eyeglass type cloth, terry cloth. It has no, I need to change these. Okay, when the microphones start to change grayish or whitish, then you want to change them. Audiologists usually say or recommend every 3 months, thereabouts. I do it longer because I don't go out much. I really don't. So I don't change them that often. And that's okay. As long as it doesn't affect the sound quality. Snap this back on. Okay, so I'm gonna put this piece back on, and there's a big hole there. Snap that back on. The battery's on already. Okay, I'm on. Test, test. And so I always have this one, this little cloth with me. I have one in my walker, one in my wheelchair, so I can grab it and dust it off. I don't use any kind of spray or oils in my hair, so I'm not worried about that. My hair, yeah, I don't use any of that stuff. My hair, when I wash my hair, I don't worry about it being a little damp or a little wet. I put on my processors right after I wash my hair. I dry my hair, and then I put my processors on, and that's not a problem. So you don't have to worry about that. It's the oils and the sprays. So you got to be careful with that. Use a less, I would say, but you want to take a terry cloth and wipe it off if it does get some oils on there. I had a friend who he used a lot of oil in his hair, and oh my God, his processors were so dirty. I'd say, buddy, you got to clean those processors, change your microphones. And again, if you do use any kind of spray or oils, then you want to pay attention to the processor and clean it off often so the oils don't get in there. What else can I say? It's just simple. You're just going to be changing the batteries. That's it. And then every 3 months, put it on your calendar to change the microphones as the audiologist. I'll respect the audiologist. My audiologist wasn't worried about my microphones because she knows I don't go out much. But the N7, I had noticed that I really do need to change it. So, and that's easy. Again, it's like a Lego It's all like a Lego. You just, snap pieces on and snap pieces off. So I thank Cochlear Americas for making it easy that way. Um, Before they had changed the microphones, I don't know why they did this. There's this little tiny, little tiny sponge that we had to squeeze in there in a little tiny hole. Tiny. And of course, it would bounce off. We get stuck halfway, and nobody could get it done. Not even the ideologists. We said, Dear Cochlear Americas, can you please change the microphone style? It's driving us all crazy. So, so they changed them to, the snap-ons now. So thank goodness. Because, I think of someone who doesn't have much dexterity or the elderly, you have to have pieces that are, manageable. So, but again, it's easy to deal with your processors every day. You're just going to be changing the batteries. And you've seen, this piece minus the cord, put this on, put this off, So it's easy. It's not a hassle. Have a special place where it's safe, where there's no, I don't know, where there's no water for sure. Don't put glasses of water or anything near you. I have a special separate table where I have my equipment. And that's where I charge my batteries. It's where, I have anything else that has to do with my cochlear implants. And, my caregivers know where it is as well. In case I'm sick or something, they can go get a battery for me. I have disposables, and that has a separate case. The disposables have a case very similar. It looks very similar to the battery. It's just hollow. And then you open it, and then there's a little place where you put the disposable batteries inside the hollow piece. So, and you put the cover back on. So those batteries last 3 days. So if you need to travel somewhere, you don't want to be worried about plugging stuff in and plugging stuff off, then you use those. Now, some people just use the disposable. They don't want to be hassled with, recharging the rechargeables. But I would say the rechargeables save you money in terms of the disposable. So I have them in the drawer just in case. Or sometimes if I have a meeting or I'm traveling, I'll use the disposable. You want to use them up because, they only last. They have an expiration date, the disposables. So you want to be careful of that. So you don't want to hang on to them forever. So I try not to buy too many disposables because I know they're going to expire at some point. So that's something I want to keep in mind. So that's the daily care of the processors. It's easy. It's simple. It's not a hassle. If you've recently had surgery, you want to wait as long as you can so that the surgery has healed and that you're not irritating the surgery. They're allowing you to start using the processor very quickly. It's like 2 weeks or something. I had to wait a whole month, and to me that was great. By the time, and I waited a month for every single surgery I had. So on the first one, the second one, and the third one, we waited 4 weeks. And that's because some of it had to do with my sensitivities. Some of it had to do with, with the problems I had with the right side when we did the third one. And we just waited, For me, waiting is not a problem. I know the time will come where I can put my processor back on. and it's not an issue. So wait as long as you can. Don't be in a hurry. And, you're going to have to work at, hearing anyway, unless you're a guy and unless you have that gift of hearing right away. So I don't talk to those guys. Oh, yeah. But no, seriously, it's really easy. It's not stressful. If you have questions about caring for your processor, put questions down below on how do you do this, how do you do that, and the instructions are going to be there. I just wanted to make a video and for you to see how I put the battery on and off. As you can see, I got stuck myself, but the child locking mechanism got moved when I was fooling around with it. So, so truly, any questions you have about this, let me know, and I'll post it down below. If you get stuck with something, concerned about something, or you're about to do something and you want some guidance, let me know. And it's again, the processors are like Legos. They're just snap-ons, snap-on pieces. So not a big deal. All right. As always, you know what to do with this. Subscribe, view other videos down below that I've posted. Like is also helpful, sharing, any of those kind of things. So, all right, stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next one.